Trying to find nearly 300 people still missing after a ferry accident off South Korea 12 hours ago. Now, the boat sank slowly in icy waters, but the cause is not yet clear. Now, at least 4 people are known to have died. 55 are being treated in hospital. Most of those on board were students, and here's how one described the sinking.
There was an announcement telling us to sit still on the ferry, but the ferry was already sinking. Some of the students were not able to escape. The ferry started to list, so we asked if we should escape now. But the announcement kept telling us to stay still. I'm so worried about the other students in our rooms.
Troubling firsthand at around 9 in the morning. Journalist Andrew Salmon is in Seoul and joins us now. Andrew, so many people missing, so many of those students missing. Anxiety must be so high at this hour. Tell us what you know about efforts to try and get to those people who are still missing. And is there some links, some boats that maybe have been out there? Are these people perhaps saved and we just don't know where they are right now?
Who knows? There's a lot of chaos around, as there is in any disaster, and certainly this is shaping up to be a very significant disaster for South Korea. What we know is the ship took about 2 hours to go under. What we're hearing from survivors just recently is when the accident, for whatever reason, happened, the ship tilted or listed onto its side very, very suddenly, which means that the people on this side of the ship, the upper side of the ship, had a chance to get out. The people on the lower side were soon underwater, were having to fight their way up decks. Luggage, cargo, even other people were falling on top of them, and the lights had gone out, so a very, very difficult and dangerous situation. Compounding the problem was this issue of the message coming over the public address system. People were not being told to get topside, get on deck, or to abandon ship. The message was, sit tight, don't move. It now appears that those who obeyed this message are among the 291 persons still missing at this moment, whereas those who thought for themselves, decided to disregard what they'd heard over the PA, they're the ones who got topside, got onto the hull, got into the water and were picked up. You may have seen from the earlier news footage which was taken that this ship went down in a very widely used area of navigation. There are a lot of ships and boats, fishing boats as well, commercial ships, as well as the Navy and Coast Guard, who are coming up and assisting in the rescue effort. So the people who went over the side into the water, however cold it may have been, I think had a pretty good chance of being picked up and surviving. It's those who are stuck in the ship as it listed and capsized. All that remains of the ship at this moment is just a section of the bow turned upside down, sticking out of the water. That is where the big question lies. Are these people still alive in air pockets underwater? We don't know.
And certainly that's what their families are praying for. I know that it's nightfall now there in Korea. What do you know about the rescue operation at this hour?
The rescue operation has been going on all day. What we've seen, I think probably the most promising aspect of the rescue operation is not the air search, is not the sea search, although there's a lot of aircraft in the sky, there are helicopters in the sky, there are drones in the sky, and as I noted earlier on, there are a huge number of fishing boats and a kind of cordon around this bow that's just sticking out of the water. But what we do know is about 170 plus naval divers from UDT teams, which are kind of like SEAL teams, and salvage teams are on site. We've seen footage of them on this section of upturned bow banging with hammers, hoping to hear noises from inside the ship. We're told they've been diving with lifelines, but it's unclear. Reports are conflicting whether they've managed to actually enter the hull below water. We've also heard about half an hour ago that rescue operations have been temporarily suspended until 1 a.m., which is 3 hours from now. So there appears to be some kind of recalibration going on.
Yeah, and the families sitting helplessly on the sidelines. So not a good situation there. Thanks for staying on top of it, Andrew. We'll touch base with you later.